Do healthy relationships have problems? If your relationship is having problems, does that mean it's unhealthy or that maybe it's not okay or something's wrong? This is the question we're going to explore today. Welcome to the channel. Be sure to stay to the end. I really think this conversation is so powerful around the misconceptions that we have around what it means to have a healthy relationship, to find the right person in our life, whether or not we should stay in certain relationships or leave them. We're going to explore some of that today. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I'm Kim Marie, a transformational life and leadership coach, and I am all about topics. This channel is all about topics that are empowering women to live more true to themselves, more holistically, attending to the whole of their being and allowing themselves to move forward in a way that truly feels like they're reclaiming their sense of empowerment in a truly authentic way. Okay, so first of all, I was curious about this notion of the idea of problem. Okay, we tend to think, and I'm guilty of this too, right? I tend to think that if there's a problem, there must be something wrong with me or wrong with the relationship or wrong with the situation, right? But the true definition of a problem is a thing put forth, all right? A thing put forward. So the problem isn't the problem. It's just there for us. It's something put forward for us to look at. It's something for us to address. It's maybe even a challenge for us to learn to overcome. It's maybe a teaching tool for us to work with. So the problem in itself is actually not a problem. It's not an issue. It's not something to shy away from. It's not something to believe is wrong, right? So yes, healthy relationships have problems. Life has problems. Something is going to be put forward in front of us all the time, right? And we can identify it as a problem in a negative way, this idea that it's a bad thing, or we can look at it as, okay, something's been put forth. Something is in front of me that I am being asked to address or to deal with or to learn from. All right, so I want to start there, this idea of how we define a problem and the negative way that we tend to look at it, the way in which we tend to say, oh, if there's a problem, something must be wrong, okay? And I'm here to say problems are a part of our life. They're part of relationships, and they're perfectly acceptable. And I believe that if we never face them or never see them or never experience anything put in front of us that maybe is some kind of obstacle or challenge, chances are we're kind of hiding out from life, or we're pretending, or we're ignoring things, okay? So yes, healthy relationships have problems. Now, that being said, it's more about what we do with these problems, these challenges before us. How are we acting? Are we acting with a healthy response, responding to the problem, which is to look at, okay, what's happening? Let's assess the situation. Let's determine the best course of action. Let's communicate about it. Let's step back and take a look from multiple perspectives. Let's understand each other. Let's open up to possibilities. That's responding. Or are we reacting? If we're reacting, chances are we're saying, what the heck? Why is that happening? Why did you do that? Who said this was okay? Right? We jump to conclusions. We think that it's not okay to have something be put forth or a challenge put in our way, so to speak. Nobody wants something to block us, right? We want things to move smoothly, and yet it's those challenges that help us to grow. And so we can learn to be grateful for them and appreciate them and respond to them from that vantage point of, okay, I wonder what I'm going to learn from this. I wonder how I will grow from this. Okay, I wonder, what I'm going to get to claim achievement for when I move through this, right? That's what we want to be looking at here, okay? So the idea is the problems, the challenges, they're there to help us move forward and grow. And yes, they show up in healthy relationships, they show up in life, and it's perfectly normal. What really matters is how we're responding to those problems, how we're responding to the challenges that we face. We want to communicate. That's number one. right? Ask questions, find things out. Don't assume. Don't assume you know the answer to things and you know exactly what's going on. Ask the questions before you make those kinds of assumptions. Have compassion, right? If we're in a relationship and problems come up, have compassion for what's going on, right? Don't automatically jump to conclusions about what someone did or didn't realize or did or didn't see, or whether they did something on purpose or not, or whether it was intentional or conscious. There's a lot going on in the subconscious level of our being, all of us, yours included, right? And so when we can come into relationships with compassion, we're going to be able to move forward through the problems and the challenges so much better. And we want to bring connection, okay? So 3 tools for moving forward through the problems. Communicate, I mentioned that, being able to talk about them, look at perspectives, have compassion, okay? And then connection. We want to be connected to ourselves so we don't lose ourselves in the process of our relationship. And we're really genuinely asking productive questions, questions that will help us understand and grow and discover. And we want to be connected to others. We want to be connected to others through compassion, through the same understanding. And we want to bring love and wisdom to the table, to the picture, right? So yes, healthy relationships have problems. Problems are something simply set forth in front of us, something that we can learn from, grow from, open up to, explore from, and ultimately catapult us forward to make ourselves and the relationships stronger, right? And we can do that through communicating, compassion, and connection. Connection to our truth, to our values, to who we are, and to others around us. I hope that's helpful. I'd love to hear in the comments what makes you or not makes you think that problems are a part of a relationship. In other words, do you think healthy relationships should never have problems? Or if they have problems, do you think that that in itself is, a sign of it not working? How do you face problems in your relationship? I'd love to hear what ways in which you navigate or what kinds of challenges are going on. Ask the questions here. I'd be happy to make other videos about specific types of problems that you're wondering how to navigate. And let's explore what's possible in those areas and see what we can create together to feel more empowered. All right, until next time, thanks for watching.